ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dustin, and today we're going to be doing some capturing of wild horses, because I actually ran out of horses to train for the training event, and also some Hystria ruins. So funny story about Hystria ruins. For those of you who've been watching my channel for any length of time, especially if you've dug into the archives, you'll have seen that I've done about 40 or 40 hours, I think it was, back last year, like July, August time period. And yeah, I've kind of been working on it. Not really. I've been doing a little bit here and there, and I'm up to 71 hours today. I did my 71st hour before I got started too much on things today. So, quick disclaimer: there's not going to be any music today, as far as like no copyright sounds or anything like that. At some point, I might just put in some earbuds and just rock out to music myself. But for you guys, unfortunately, I don't have music planned, and I don't want to get that all. So, just letting you guys know about that. So we will have Black Desert music to do. So, first things first, I'm over at Glish because I actually want to get, well, I want to get a lot of stuff done in terms of horse stuff. So let's just go ahead and turn that up a little bit. You guys might be able to hear, maybe not that well. Hang on, let me turn it up even higher. My tablet's freaking me out, man, I swear. Tablet, if you can't do 1080p anymore, it's fine. I'm not going to blame you. Just do 720. Easy. So, yeah, some music might be kind of loud, some music won't be that loud. So, let me show you guys what I do when it comes to horse training, or capturing, excuse me. So, first things first, what I need is, I got the proper clothing on. The Manos trainer's clothes is better than the silver embroidered or fine horse trainer's clothes or whatever there. So, what we're going to do is just the capture minigame. If things go well, hopefully I can get everything I need on one server. But, basically what I'm looking for is horses that are at least like level 8. At least. Because the higher level they are innately, then the easier it will be to actually get to 15. And 15 is all I'm going for. Go to 15 Imperial Delivery, call it a day. So, if you guys also remember, those of you who actually watch like all of my streams and stuff, you might notice that I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. Since last time when I hit Master Level 1 for training, first off, if I go over here and show you guys, I am now currently Master 1 at 84%. But somebody told me or said that if you get on a horse to tame it, get off immediately, go back to your fast horse, and then it will follow you. So the horse will now just follow me to wherever. And if you go a certain distance away, it actually teleports to you. So we're just going to ride over here. We're going to wait for either the horse to A, teleport, or B, just walk its way over here. Talk to the stable keeper, and then just register the horse. So this does speed up the process a lot. It is kind of weird, though, to just be sitting here waiting, but it's better than moving at the moderately fast, moderately slow speed that riding on the horse actually gives you. So, come on, horsey, figure it out. Run around the gate. There it is. So wait for it to get close enough, and then talk to the guy. And the two names I've been using is Jenny and Jack. This is a level 1, so we're actually going to go ahead and sell. I'm also going to sell this other one because it's not a good horse. I'm sorry. Level 6 is decent. Most of the, I don't think I've seen anything higher than a tier 6, if I'm honest, which is, you know, fine. But I would like to get maybe a tier 7, but I think it's only like 15 flowers when you Imperial Delivery. I'm going for 11 tier 10 taps worth, so that horse also didn't buck, which is nice. Basically, it is 100 level or tier 6 horses being Imperial delivered, which sounds like a lot, but in reality, that's not even the worst of getting all the resources for 10 taps. The worst resource, I believe, is actually the feathers, the mythical feathers. So if I just keep doing what I'm doing here, then it shouldn't be an issue, but... let's see. Here we go. Let me just wait. Hopefully the horse figures it out. Don't know which way this horse is going to go. Hopefully it goes to the left of the green tent in the background. If it goes to the right again, we might be here a little bit longer, but you know. There it is. I see it through the glitched out wall. Are you going to go to the right? No, you just substitute the laws of physics with your own. Got it. Cool. Awesome. Jenny. Distance is too great. Okay. Level 9, that's what I like to see. So I'm going to send you over to Olvia. So those are the two closest, and I believe there is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 6 or 7. Might be 7. I'm not entirely certain. Over here. This is a very, very good spot for just number of horses. I don't know if this spot actually can give you tier 7 or tier 8s. As far as I can tell, out of probably more than 30 plus, 40 plus captures, I've only gotten tier 6s here, so it might just be a tier 6 spot, which is totally fine. Only one wrangle, that's not bad. I don't think there's anything. I probably should get a seafood. Why not? Hop on. Put my horse. Hop off. Hop back on my good horse, Jack. Which, this Doom horse, by the way, is not level 30. It's only level 23. I need to get him to level 30 because I have a Doom horse by the name of Star, who's a female. Those are the two that I'm going to use for my first tier 10 taps because I want a Doom one for guild related reasons, and plus if I'm ever with somebody who doesn't have a good horse, I can just use the shadow clone version of Doom and they can just go crazy, you know. More so just for flex, but you know. I mean, ultimate flex would be a Pegasus, but I'm never really on my Pegasus anymore. Like, so the other Doom horse is actually on my Dark Knight here. Actually was on my Dark Knight. But I swap it out for my Dying horse, Twilight, which is over by Hystria Ruins at the moment. So, wait for the horse. Come on, horsey. You could go a little bit faster. Okay, you are female. Jenny. Level 4. I'm sorry, Jenny. You don't make the cut. Let's go back. Some of you might say, well, you're just being picky. That's just far too excessive. Yeah, you're right. But, you know, there's also another thing, too, of every level that I level up. I'm just Imperial delivering them. I'm not trying to sell them or anything. So if I wanted to get more skills on them, I would want them to be lower level because it's easier and faster to get skills at lower levels going up versus, you know, starting at level 10, for instance. You only have 20 levels, and with some horses, they have over 20 skills, like 20, 25. So your chances of getting 100% are basically 0 at a level 10 horse. So if I was going for skills and min-maxing, sure, I would want it to be like level 1 ideally. But I'm not doing that, I'm just doing Imperial delivery. So the closer it is to 15, the less time that I have to AFK or just semi-AFK. So that's the main reason why. No less than 7 would be ideal. If I just get bad rolls, then I guess I'll have to keep some level 6s or maybe level 5s, but ideally I'd like to have 8 or higher. Because 8's already halfway to 15. A little more, but you know, who's counting? Okay, hop off the horse. My weapon away. Alright, Jack, let's go, buddy. I don't know if it's any consistent or any better, but sticking to the road here when you're capturing the horses farther away tends to be a little bit more helpful. I don't know how true that actually is, but you know. If I just stand here off the horse, does the other horse teleport to me? I was told that it can teleport. I just don't know what is the condition for it doing so. Horsey? not seeing any movement. These are the ones that take the longest because they're far away. I mean, the horse moves a lot faster. There he is. Or she, or it. I don't know what gender it is yet. What are you? You are she. Level 2. That would be a good one to get for skills, but nah. The only exception is if I get a level or a tier 7. That'd be the only exception. Tier 7 or tier 8 I will keep even if it's level 2, because it might be a bit more worth it. It's like 5 more flowers though. Which during the event right now everything is double, so it would actually be 10. So still probably wouldn't be as advised as just getting like a level 6 or a tier 6 level 10 or so. Alright, let's go. Let's know. Also, you might have noticed my Kunoichi, since I primarily have been doing life skilling on her and retired her as my main grinder, she's gone up from like 3% to 6%, going to 65, just doing life skilling. When they changed the XP gain from life skilling, like AFK fishing and stuff, it really changed how much XP my Kunoichi gets. Because I don't want to grind on her anymore. It's just, it's too much. Plus, I played the class for well over 2 years, and they didn't give her enough love or attention, sadly. Makes me sad. Not much I can do about it, though. Alright, horsey, let's go. So now we just wait over here. I'm just being impatient, sorry. And I will say too, they did bring out Hystria Hystria Ruins. For anybody curious, I am not going to be doing that today. I have done, I think, only 1 hour? 2? I don't remember. I thought it was 2 hours. Could have been just 1. Guess I can check Discord real quick. Don't mind that. That was the sound of it loading. I've only done 1 hour at Hystria. That is an Uber nightmare. Nice. That's finally here. Nice. So let's see. Jack. The level 9, that's what I love to see. Go to Ovia, please. I keep believing, excuse me, did I say Ovlia? O-V-L-I-A? But I'm like, no, it's Olvia. I'm saying Olvia. My brain is not hearing Olvia. It's hearing Ovlia. Just another weird thing about myself, I guess. Let's see, there's 1 here, there's 2 up there. There should be 1 more around here. Unless I don't know how to count. Also, a bit dense around here, so it can be kind of hard to even find them. Only saw the 2 though. Vantage points. Nope, I don't see anything else. I just saw the 2. Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna try to get this horse out of here, though, because I hate this area. Okay. Yeah. Back over that way. Hello? It can be misery trying to capture a horse on some of these rocks over here, so take a few extra seconds, get the horse to move away from the rocks, and then just do the capture minigame, because that'll save you a lot of time. Alright. And some people might also say, I've seen it before in comment sections and stuff, you don't need to use 3. I've always used 3 of the lump of raw sugar. I believe at a certain mastery you don't have to worry about it, but some people even just gamba 1 time. And it's like your mastery might be 2k and you might get it, you know, 75% of the time, but I don't want to have to redo the minigame. That's pretty much the only reason why. So I have had a horse fail being tamed successfully on 2 before, so general rule of thumb is 6 seconds to save. You know, at worst, I've had like I think I can get about 3 most of the horse wrestle 10-second things. So 6 seconds to potentially save 30 seconds, or even minimum like 16, 18 seconds. I'll take the 6-second penalty. Okay. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Taking your sweet time. Come on. Thank you. Jack. Level 9. That is what I love to see. I'd like to get Olvie up to 10. That would have been 9 actually, right? If that's the case, then that is enough. My wagon takes up a space, and then the horse I'm on takes up another space. And I do have 10 out there because I have spent pearls on extra slots. Call me a loser, I don't care. You paid real money, you're paid to win, blue. Yeah, so. A lot of people have spent a lot more on just cosmetics, so. I am standing inside a horse. I'm gonna check my map real quick. Olvia has 9, yeah. So 8 is the lowest level. Cool. Alright, Jack, let's go. Alright, so if this is a level 8 or higher, I'll keep it. Bad flow, I subbed to you 2 years ago and you were still going. You gotta respect the determination. I hope for you the best. I'll say, hey, appreciate that, man. To be honest with you, I've been doing YouTube about almost a little over 5.5 years, honestly. More so I do it as a hobby, but I would like it to be more than what it is, but it is. There's been many times throughout the past 5-6 years where I just want to be like, yeah, no, this ain't worth my time anymore. Let's give up. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot. It really does. Okay, that's enough horsing around for the day. Go ahead and move this over a schmidgel. Oh, a little bit schmidgel more. And there we go. Okie. Alright, so I'm going to do some History of Ruin. So this is river rotation. Before I do that, I'm going to do a couple things. One, I'm going to do a check. Tiger Blade on Maewa in Awakening form or Secession, you get basically unlimited stamina with Chase. So that's exactly what's happening here. This isn't an exploit or a cheat or anything. However, on Awakening, I can't cancel it. So it's a 30-second animation and ability. So I'm stuck holding 2 swords, and it goes away when these timers run out. It's weird, though, because they're slightly off, 2 and 1. When the shield goes away, everything goes away, even though it has 1 extra second. Just saying. EA's not going to fix it. They haven't fixed it yet, so. Nobody is here. What I'm going to do... Actually, I need that camp. What am I doing? Gonna activate my Agris. I have not emptied a lot of my inventory out here for a while. I'm also holding on all these just, you know, casually. I need to quickly, I'm going to check my guild missions real quick. There's a lot of noise happening, but believe you me, they're not killing me in the slightest. I just hide my screen so I don't accidentally leak our Discord link. So, alright, so drop rates, we're sitting at 100.5. So let's do that, and then I'm also going to do a yellow, which is 100% more drop items for like junk loot. And hit the wrong buttons. So each of these rotations, it takes about 3 minutes on Maewa for me to do a rotation, like 2.5, 3 minutes. Point being is that it is faster for me doing a rotation than the mobs respawning a lot of the time. So unfortunately, I just kind of sit around waiting for mobs to actually stop, or I guess respawn. If I was going ultra tryhardy, I could go to Arsha and or go over to Land of the Morning Light, do a C7 boss real quick. I don't really care. We're pushing 260 drop rate, which in my opinion is good enough. A lot of the time people, you know, try to min-max, try to get up to 300. The max on a normal server for me, because we don't have any occupying nodes or anything, is actually 320, 300, plus the 20 from a C7 moon boss, I believe it is. So I also apologize a little bit about the lag. Usually whenever I stream grinding here, it tends to lag a little bit. It doesn't do it when I'm not streaming, so it has something to do with the way that the capture card, not capture card, but just like the way that OBS processes it, I guess. The other thing I probably should do, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I should turn off that. Yeah, you guys saw that. It's okay though. It's just a GeForce experience thing. Because if I'm going to be... I usually have that on when I'm just grinding here. So, you know, in case I get like a rare drop or something, I just quickly save like the last 30 seconds. Like a clip feature, you know. First rotation, tongue red necklace though, not bad. Not what I'm really looking for ultimately, but it's pretty nice to get. And yes, this pry is not a tapped one. That is a drop pry earring. That was hour 70. I remember it because I remember saying, you know, 30 more hours to go till I hit 100. What is the volume? It seems fine. I love how I get a skill unavailable group cooldown when it's my Vel's Heart. I'm like, I'm not spamming an ability that's on cooldown, am I? You don't get that message normally with that, so... Wait for this guy to respawn, so we'll just kill some extra ads for extra money. I've gotten to a point where I'm doing that now. I'm just, if something isn't spawned in, I just find a nearby pack and kill it, like these Calquishes usually, or like this group of 5, the tower and the 4 Dimmels. But also by getting slightly distracted for like 3 or 4 seconds can cause the rotation to actually be a little bit more efficient if mobs just take a little bit longer to actually respawn, so it can be beneficial, but I don't really go out of my way to include them in the rotation all the time. It's only whenever things are just not respawning. here. Here. About how much I actually enjoy the Valencian music too. I don't know what like wind instrument that is. It's not a flute. I don't know what it is though. It's kind of like a Eastern instrument. I'm not sure what it is. If anybody knows, I'd be more than happy to listen to music like that. I just envision, you know, it's probably very stereotypical, but I envision like a magical dude with a snake in a jar, you know? It's got that same sort of energy. Just don't know what that instrument's called. Guess we'll just be in focus mode until something happens. Really? Yeah, I framed that ability actually. It's kind of sick. Not that I need to, but I can't stress it enough. These mobs genuinely can't kill me. Now, Decky is a very different story. But I play on my Dark Knight because I actually prefer Dark Knight's movement. A lot more iframes and a lot more get behind unit mechanics. Meiwa's is unprotected. If I just, you know, go sideways like this, it's an unprotected move. DK's is actually invincibility or invulnerability. It's an iframe. So that can be very helpful. That's on cooldown. That's fine. Some of those, it's fine. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Come on. Hello? That was a whiff. It's not respawned yet, so we'll just take out this group. Respawn anytime now. Like delayed in my mental capacity today. I was just about to say, when is this guy gonna respawn? It's one of those moments where I just wait for him to respawn. always late. Is that a Vodkin I killed behind me? I do not want to be killing those, honestly. There's one that it's difficult. I might be able to avoid it most of the time, but there are a lot of times where I accidentally kill it. It's with the two-car Alton and an Elton at the very beginning, when you first like enter this area from Bert, the node manager. I try to avoid them, and there's a lot of times if my position's right I can actually avoid it, but unfortunately a lot of times I don't. It's a second neck. I've noticed an increase in the last, like, I can't say like 10 hours. For the last, like, 2-3 hours, I've definitely gotten a lot more necklaces and earrings here. Which I do like the change that they made to the earrings here, like the combination pieces, and just making them earrings instead is very nice. So yeah, this is a spot here where there's that Elton there, there's a Vodkin that spawns right there, and then there's another one, so I think it's the Balton. You know, if I can aim it right, I can just kill those two without killing the Vodkans, but it's kind of difficult. I think I need both the Elton and 2-car Balton to be there to do that. I can't have them, like, spaced out and spawning. I guess we wait. Some Vodkins nearby I don't want to kill, though. Kill the Vodkin? Okay. This real quick, because I need some time for further spawns. I'll try to see if I can get the two at the beginning, the Balton and the Elton, to spawn at the same time. I want to at least show it off once ever since I've talked about it. I think I've hit it twice today. Taco. Full transparency, it's Tonko or Tanko, but I call it Taco. The sad thing, it doesn't even look like a taco. You know? It's just one of those funny things I like to mispronounce. Okay, I did. Okay. Both alive? Balton is. Okay, now they're both alive. So if I can time this right, I hit this, go over here, hit this to the right, Yeah, so the Vodkan takes about half HP, but I can kill both the other ones without killing the Vodkan. In a perfect world, I would hit that every single time because, again, I'm not going for the Vodkan piece. I already have like 4 of those. Don't ask me where the 4th one actually came from. I don't. I could swear I only had 3, but if I type in compass piece... Is it compass piece? Or just compass? Upgraded compass parts. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. This one of these 2 that are by itself that I have on my character here, one of them is Lockman. The other 2 in that other person's inventory slot, I think it is, or storage, those are 2 Vodkan pieces. I've taken all 4 of them over to the appraiser just to make sure, and only 2 of the 3 options are lit up. The one that I'm missing is 100% the Elton piece. Imagine I do all this grinding and not realize that I can actually make it up this whole time. The thought did cross my mind, like, maybe I actually do have an Elton piece out of one of those. Maybe I was just hallucinating or didn't actually check every single piece. And then, you know, if you go to make the compass, you don't just need the upgraded parts, but you also need, like, different gems and jewels. So there's part of me that's like, maybe I should do those first. But the other part of me is like, this is honestly the time-consuming part. And the jewels won't be that hard. Even Topaz, it's not going to be that bad. The funny thing is, I think I have the 3 gems that I need. I think it's Gold Topaz, Ocean Sapphire, and Blood Ruby, I think? I don't remember. I do believe it is Topaz, Ruby, and Sapphire, though, whatever the highest level of them is. Which, again, is not going to be too bad. We got Agris that works with them. A lot of Sapphire and Ruby I get from Kudum. I believe... I know where a Topaz Cave is if I need to, like, go in that rotation every 15 minutes, whatever. Server hop like crazy like I did when I was doing truffle hunting. It's not going to be too bad. I did it to make a bunch of... I think I made like 10 or so Hunter's Clothes at base. Sold them because I was trying to help a buddy get some. Like, it was just a process. It wasn't that bad. Vodkan, don't do it. Vodkan there, Vodkan there. It's 3 Vodkans. You like that one respawn? Still wait on this guy. It's 3 Vodkans here. Okay. Respawn. Let's try not to. Careful there. I just killed one. It's fine though. It didn't drop its piece, so we're fine. I'll go back to the bridge, kill these guys. Because the other guy didn't spawn fast enough. Sorry, guys. There he is. Gotten a lot of masses from this, actually. 33. I think this is loot from hour 60 onward. No. It might be 60. I've only grinded my Meiwa here for a while now. Maybe it was from 70. No, let's say I just hit 71 yesterday. It might have been from 60 or 65? I don't remember. My storage is looking pretty good though. Every hour I can get about like 12k trash loot, yellow and Agris. Which obviously I'm leaving a lot alive. I'm not I'm not doing this for money per se. I'm doing it for compass space, treasure grind and all. You sacrifice something when you're doing a treasure grind, and it is money. Unless it's Olin's. Make quite a bit of money at doing the merchant ring grind. Okay. Okay, you're not allowed to move. These guys again. Not even all of them have respawned. That's how you know this is an efficient grind. It's water. I have run out of water. The other lifesaver for me, I just got one, was the scroll written in ancient language. Ever since they changed those to be one item in your inventory, like a one inventory slot, I have 285 on me. That's a lot, you know? It's ridiculous. Just imagine, back in my day, what we'd have to do is we'd have to get, that's the wrong buttons, get out our maids, which they even swapped this around, which I hate. This used to be on this side, and your central market used to be on the right, but you'd have to take one at a time, and you'd have to put them in there, because they were just like an independent like inventory slot. And having 20 maids, I get more, Vodkan, just, why'd you do that? I get more of those scrolls in 20 minutes than the 20 maids that I have. So as a result, I cannot grind infinitely, because what would end up happening back then was when the inventory got full, I couldn't put the scrolls anywhere, because then I had to start putting them in storages, and it just became a whole thing with that. Because then what I would have to do is I have to put it in storage, and then depending on if the storage had if it didn't have enough space, I would then have to hop to an alt and then put that into central market and then rinse repeat. And it became this whole thing. So that's another reason why I'm pushing as hard, or have been pushing as hard toward Compass recently. They've made a lot of quality of life changes to make this grind a lot more doable for a lot of people. But people just still don't really come here, which is, you know, understandable. With Dekia now, though, I'm sure there's a lot more people that would be going here, because river rotation is kind of meh. If you can kill fast, Dekia actually can be as good in terms of 2-card Balton Elton kills, but the issue too is that I think per spawn you get 2. I think you get an Elton and a 2-card Balton, one of each. And I think you get 2 Vodkans. Maybe it's consistently 1. I don't know. Kind of hard to pay attention in the chaos. But Vodkans do spawn, and you do have to kill them in order for the next wave to spawn. But there's a boss that appears in the Dekia, though, that is a ginormous Elton. And when you kill him, it spawns a huge wave of Eltons. I had 2 in an hour, so I don't know if it's a time-gated mechanic or if it's just a rare drop thing. But if it's a time-gated thing, like you can only get one to spawn every 30 minutes, then depending on your kill speed, doing Dekia might be faster or get you more kills than river rotation here. But river rotation is so lax too, so there's appeal for both sides. The Dekia trash loot, I think, is also like twice as good. Let me double check. It's 34,000 versus 20,000, so it's not even double, sadly. If it was, I would definitely say it would be more worth it, though. They might buff it, I have no idea. I'm not a playtester, nor do I really care too much about Dekia stuff anyways. It's nice that it exists, but what happened to doing Elvia, like Balenos? Whatever happened to getting altar imps? Like the Aegis altar imps, like those guys up there? Whatever happened to making them cool? Oh, an earring, nice. You know, we're gonna start rolling out in Serendia, and then Calpheon, then eventually we'll get to Velia. Meanwhile, mobile has all those spots, plus Medea and, what's the other one? Valencia, it's got Kama as well, all with Hadum Realm, which is basically Elvia, let's be honest. I do play mobile from time to time. I haven't played in a couple of months now, though, because it's just like, it becomes a thing of, oh, it's another thing I have to daily log into, gotta do all these things. It's good to do in bursts, though. Okay. Take a few seconds here to double trash loot. I didn't mean to do that 600, but that's okay. It's starting to get to a point where I can't get like 8,000 resource or 8,000 trash loot because the weights of all the blackstones, massive pure magic, scrolls, like it's all starting to add up a little bit in my inventory. I wonder what it is actually. Kaffers don't even give anything. That's interesting. Is it all the necklaces? It might be all the necklaces and earrings. For the day, trash loot costs no weight. It would fundamentally break the game though. That may never happen. Even if you made trash loot 0.001 LT. I still feel like that would break the game though. I think the lowest we have is 0.01 LT. All I'm saying is I would like to be able to do, you know, 1 or 2 hours completely uninterrupted, not having to worry about weights of trash loot and stuff. You know, that's just, you know, Zoomer talk. I want things handed to me. I don't want to work for it. I'm making fun of people who are like that because I know a lot of people that are like that in my guild right now. So people are doing some very cheesy things, multiple accounts and all, just trying to get stuff, and then they're like, there's no such thing as a brick wall. When I tell them, yeah, wait till you hit a brick wall. There's no such thing. And then complains when they don't get a disto in 4 hours of 3 hours, excuse me, of grinding. Literal definition of I want things handed to me. I don't want to work for it. My boomer rant is over now. There we go. And nobody's respawn tower, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, Taco. Oh. Unaggroed. Do I have the right bets out? Yeah, I do. You'd hate to see Vodkan died and the Elton was still at half HP. I like it when the other happens, you know. Again, it's still pretty rare to get a Vodkan piece. It's like these are like period and then like 3 zeros and then a number. In the case of the Vodkan, I believe it's 0.0005. And then the Elton piece, I believe, it's kind of back and forth from what I've seen, but I think a lot more people say it's 0.00025, which is like half what a Vodkan piece would be, so. It would be nice, though, if they let you, you know, exchange a Vodkan piece, or maybe 2 Vodkan pieces for an Elton one. But they said it about potions years ago, but I see them more or less sticking to the map and compass with this. They're not going to make map and compass like pity spots because they are intended to be like true treasure places. At least with the health potion and mana potion, a lot of people tend to go for them, so it kind of alleviates player congestion among other reasons. They did the pity system, which, I mean, if we're going off of pity system or no pity system, I would have a 2/3 health potion, and I would have 2/3 of a mana potion as well. I'd have to go to Mansham to get the 3rd piece for mana, and I would have to finish the Sherkon grinds. I grinded 200 pity pieces of Sherkon, so those are the 2 locations that I would have to grind if they did not introduce a pity system, but they did. I would like something like that for Compass, but I don't think they'll ever do that, honestly. They seemed anti-pity system when it came to health potion and mana potion years ago, and they were more strict about it with the compass and map, so I don't know if they'll ever, I don't think they'll ever do anything for it, unfortunately. Which makes my expectant heart kind of hurt a little bit. But then again, I can't fathom what people have gone through with like hundreds, thousands of hours here. Like, whether it's true or not, I've seen as high as 4,500 hours of somebody trying to go for the compass piece. Others say like 3,000, 1,500, 500, 800 hours. A lot of those I could believe, like genuinely believe. And for me, like I said, this is we're like 71 hours, 40 minutes in so far. Please respawn, please respawn, please. There we go. Let's do this just to buffer time on some later spawns. Oh, mass. Nice. I started looking at maybe getting outfit boxes as well for cronstoning, and I'll be honest, I don't know if I even want to do that. A lot of the outfits, I'm not sure how well they sell, like how much gets sold in a day. But they're like, I think 1.5, 1.6 billion silver. Which for me, if I grind here, it's like 300 mil an hour. Trash loot is like maybe 240 mil. So for me, most of the necklaces and stuff I'll probably keep just to hold on to. Most of the Kaffers I'm going to use because I'm trying to get like an extra set of gear so then I can raw tap duo and try tet. Or duo to try and then maybe like try to tet for like Fallen God, Libresca, that sort of stuff. I need to repurchase or reobtain the flames though because I sold mine and then, you know, in typical game-breaking fashion, all the newbie players started purchasing them and now, yeah, 330 for the... So, you know, I probably have to go to Jade and get another flame if I wanted to. There's a Calaquisha over there, gotta be careful. Got him. Again, I'm trying to avoid the Vodkan, so I don't need the Vodkan piece, so... The less they die, the less of an odd that I get that piece, so... Which is totally fine by me. When I get over to the bridge, I'm going to quickly put up my BRB screen because I want to check to see if we have a guild mission for Hystria Ruins. Be a little bit extra money, 20 mil or so. So give me a second here to check. No, unfortunately not. But that's okay. Better at that. Shift LMB, it's a pedal drill. I'm better at that. Oh, alright. Still not alive. Okay, game, that's not what I meant when I say I want a compass piece. Is it because I'm calling it a compass piece that the game just doesn't understand? Because it's technically a compass part. Unidentified compass part. Right? Yeah, parts. My bad. Sometimes I feel like when I give respect to the name of the item, the game treats me well. I know it's tinfoil, but you know. Wouldn't hurt. Alright, video game. You can hear me. I know you can. The item that I would like in the next hour, in 12 minutes, is the item that drops from Tukar Balton and Elton's, and it is called the Upgraded Compass Parts. Imagine if that one gave it to me right then and there. That would have been nice. That freaked me out. Gonna move forward. Didn't know why. You unlock, hit 1, E, let's hit that. This, unfortunately, is another event that has VOD cans, so I do have to kill them to get everything. That emergency force shutdown message. Also gives Caphras and a couple other things like scrolls, Blackstone weapon and armor, so it's good to clear everything on it, but it's another one of those vodka, like spooky, like, oh my gosh, I might get, why'd you move? It's another one of those moments where I could end up getting a compass part that I already have, so. You don't have a health bar. This game cheats me. Alright, so about 4 more laps, and then I'll take like a brief 5 or so minute intermission. I'm gonna get some water, stretch my legs, that sort of thing. I'll come back and finish out the next hour. So, talking about hours, today with the 2 on stream, it will be 3 hours today. I did 1 hour earlier today. Yesterday, I also did 3 hours. So if I keep up the pace of like doing at least 1 to 3 hours each day, then about another 9 or so more days I can actually be done with grinding 100 hours. My goal is if I get the compass part by then I don't have to worry about, see how immediately I'm already calling it compass part. If I get the compass part by then I don't have to worry too much about what I'm going to do at 100 hours. But if I don't get the compass part by 100 hours, then it becomes a thing of, what do I do? Do I possibly just grind Dekia because it actually gives a little bit more money? Trash loot alone. I used Agris for that 12,000 that you saw in my storage, but I could start using some gold coins if I wanted to. You know, there's all sorts of different ways and things that I could do to increase money gain from it. I could also just maybe go to Orcs and pop a golden coin instead. I don't really know for sure. Heck, I could even go to Centaur and do that. Maybe grinding Centaurs wouldn't be a bad thing. If I can make, on average, like 800 million silver in trash loot, that'd be great. But I don't know how much trash loot I would need to make like 800 million silver. If I could, then I can get outfit boxes every 2 hours. Which would come down to 2 hours would be, or excuse me, 2 boxes, which would be 4 hours, would be like a Tet to pen God or I tap, honestly. And I've said it before, I like the God or I aesthetic more than I do Black Star. It's a purple look instead of a red look. I like purple more. Too far. Head over here. There it responds. Cuckoo. That swing around the corner, by the way, I don't know how many of you guys actually enjoy that, but that is a I can't say it's a 90-degree turn, it's like a 270. It requires quite a bit of finesse to actually pull off. Because almost everybody can do like a 90-degree turn, but it takes a lot more skill to do a 270. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's definitely impressive, in my opinion. It probably doesn't feel the same as a viewer, though. Probably looks very nauseating. Hey, you wanna go get some tacos? My apologies to everybody out there who might be craving tacos now. But you know what fixes that, right? Getting tacos. Just saying. Hey, Vodkin, don't move. I said don't move. Oh, it's got a sliver. That's what I like to see. 2 more rotations. I could even do a slight intermission to go capture more horses, honestly, without having to server hop. Horses respawn like 30 to 45 minutes, so could do that. There we go. I'm not going to do that, though. I got enough horses for now. I need to, maybe after the training event, but I need to just have a bunch of horses for a training event. So like most of my storages, I need to put all the horses I want to keep at the bottom of the list, and then just like fill up the entirety of all my storage or stable keepers with horses, other than Heidel, because that's where I actually turn them in at. Heidel has the largest. I think I might have 1 purchased pearl slot for stable space, but I think it's mainly just the horse stable upgrades in Heidel. There's like housing that you can purchase with your contribution points. There might be 1 storage or like storage, 1 stable slot that I've purchased with pearls at Heidel. I can't be too sure. But the idea of that is to get a bunch of like, you know, level 8 or higher. I mean, if I'm gonna go meme worthy, I might as well go all the way. Get like level 10 horses, and then just put them in every single storage or stable possible. It'd be a huge problem later if I try to put a horse in stable keeper, but like I might put most of the mounts that I use at like, I'll have to take a look at the list, but places like Arahaza, Valencia City, Sand Grain Bazaar, Chicatu, basically Valencian spots. And then the rest of the map would just be horses to train to the Imperial delivery. Or even better, if I did a lot of the training, like, you know, up to level 15, I can then store the horses for the next training event. There's some options. Store to then train during the training event, or store to then trade in during the next training event. It probably would be store and then trade in during the next training event. I'm new to training, so played the game for over 3 years. I never messed with training in the slightest. Horse training, in case that was not completely obvious. You can train yourself in other ways. Doing grinding, you have to train yourself on how to grind efficiently, what to do, where to go. More of like an IRL training, I guess. 2 minutes left. I might be able to go all the way to the bridge on the northern side of river. Please respawn, please. There you go. Super armored during that, you can't disrupt that. When they shield slam down like that, it has a chance to stun you. Annoying. Alright, Vodkan. Thank you for your respawning in a timely fashion. Well, you're Vodkan, so I can't really kill you. I could, I just don't want to. I'm avoiding you guys like you're the plague. I have 4 of your parts. I don't need any more. I might be able to get on the other side of the river, actually, provided it spawn fast enough or respawn faster. Yeah. And then I don't, you know, fat finger my hotkeys. Didn't even respawn. Okay, well, fair enough. Trying to think where I'll be now. 20 seconds. I might be able to push for the 3 past the taco. This 1, 2, and then taco. It's like this little, yeah, maybe taco, okay. We'll just finish the rest of the rotation without the buffs. I still got loot scroll obviously running, but this is only the end of first hour. We're gonna do a second hour after this, but like I mentioned, I'm gonna do like a 5-minute, not even 5 minutes, just a little intermission. I'll get up, get some water, because I ran out. Stretch my legs, stretch my arms a little bit. Then we'll get right back into hour number 2. There we go. Imagine I get it though with no temp buff, that'd be nice. So usually I like to do this last little bit here. So there's 5 mobs that drop the part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to do this as my last and first. Kind of like an upper Gife, and you start at the first pack, but that's also like your last pack. Killed that Vodkan. I don't mean to be, but I do. please. If the AI wants to be weird, I'll be weird back. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. Maybe like 2 seconds or maybe a minute. Alright, I'm back. So, a quick little disclaimer why I brought my Black Spirit out is if you bring out your Black Spirit, it like de-aggroes mobs. And I don't know how permanent it is. We're about to find out. If I must be just outside the aggro range of everybody who's here. That's cool. But, yeah, if you bring out your Black Spirit, it like unaggroes mobs near you, which can be very helpful. I'm gonna check guild missions again real quick. Not seeing any. There's a Pilaku. I'll wait for the guild mission to be over and like, or refresh in like 2 minutes. But I'm also aware that I'm gonna character swap real quick, so I don't end up wasting my time on the loot scrolls. Probably should have, probably should have gone to my Kuno actually, so that I can do more horse stuff. I can continue to horse around, you know. Can I do something on here actually? I could do this. This will be like, I did 1 hour, right? If I do like a greater than. That's like half an X, right? I don't know what else I can do that would be like half an X. Good enough. But yeah, there's not much really else going on. We're just kind of waiting on guild mission refresh in like a minute or so from now. I guess what I can do in the meantime, I head over to Storage Keeper real quick. There's a person's name back there. It said Shift Q Enjoyer. I think they were a guardian, but I could be wrong. I really hate why does PA gotta change things like this? It is so annoying. Also, I just noticed I have guild items, so let me go to guild storage and do this real quick. Guild mission in about 44 seconds. Is there anything that I could tap? No, you guys can't see. Here we go. Not entirely. I know I do have a lot of these, so I could technically tap some of these if I wanted to. Let's go to warehouse, to my inventory. Guess I just got to get used to the new pattern because they're just stupid like that. I don't know.
If you plan on crafting, you should leave your materials.
1,580 Caphras. It's kind of hard to read. I'm not gonna lie. Caphras. Got 300 on my Mewa, 8 over there. I got a bundle right there. Let me just open that up. Ancient Spirit Dust. I have over 1,000 actually. Let me hop on my Sorceress because she also is a processor. I'll process at least 1,000 of the Ancient Spirit Dust. I need to check other characters. Maybe I'll try to move some items around, but I don't want to use a lot of maids though right now because, well, I need to use those for my trash loot on my Mewa. So if I take a look at her inventory real quick, I could even actually, I know how I can do this. So if I go to here, here, find the trash loot, here it is. I could then have the butlers, and, well, like the 2 butlers that I have, and the maids move that. Then I can go over to Valencia, put that in there. That way I can use as much as I want now. So what I would want to move around, if anything, is should be underneath Pearl inventory, and it is Advice of Alks. I know that I could just like look for it and do that, but also I could just, you know, do what I'm doing now. Which, you know, doesn't kill anybody. This is my Corsair. Yeah. Didn't even get a pen on that. Sad. It's okay. This is my Garmoth alt, so. There and there. A lot of these are going to have very little on them. Is that 20? That is 20. Wow. This is my other season Meiwa, and then there's this one. So I believe... Pen. Okay, we're good. I can take all these off. Okay. So, trainer's clothes, what I do is, first off, have you noticed too, it kind of like does that weird Batman thing. It's like half their head is only visible when they're looking straight. Come on, dude, stop staring at the giant. There you go. I'm Batman. You know? What I imagine he's saying, anyways. 1200, and then I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to freak out because they like to change things on us all. Trainer. Go to my character inventory. Yes, I have made 3 +3s. If I can get this to a +5, then that'd be great, but I'm not going to be all too upset about it. I'm using +30s, and then I'm using +40s. Ideally, this is the same as trying to tap. This is going to be loud, isn't it? It's a little loud. It'd be the same as trying to tap a accessory. So 20, 40, 44, that's like the soft caps. So 35 or 34 without the failure is kind of, well, it's a bit suboptimal, honestly, but like I just failed to 75% twice. So, but at the same time, I don't really care that much, if I'm honest. More than anything, I would like to get a try or two, but I'm also not going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't get it, rage quit, you know. Oops, I messed it up. There we go. So now I get another 40, another 30, and another +15. +15. 2, 3, nope. +30. I just need to use the +30s is the real reason. And a lot of them are going, actually. It's only 44%. They do go, and I'm okay with that. So let me just find it over here, this away, and I'll keep the other one. It's fine. Alright, let me check guild missions one more time. Airwhack, Abandon, Quintil. No, there's nothing. Nothing for what I'm doing, unfortunately. Alright. Again, the reason I do hide the guild interface stuff is because we have a Discord link, and I don't want to accidentally leak that, so. Alright, so hopping back to Meiwa, we're going to do another hour at Hystria Ruins. One thing I forgot to do actually was I was going to get some music on my phone and then use some earbuds because it is not Copyright free. I can't play it on stream, unfortunately. I know I could play music on stream, but I've chosen this time not to, so. Alright. And again, Black Spirit does make things a lot easier because the mobs are not aggro to me when Black Spirit is active like this. So this can be very, very helpful to maintain mobs off of you. I don't think anybody would have gotten here in like the few minutes that I was doing all that stuff. I'll just kind of assume nobody else is here. I have Vil Scroll now. Let's go ahead and repair. Add another 2 more. Okay, stop. Put that away, thank you. Wow. That's like a sneaky around the corner shot. Damage calculation is where the spear's hitting into the ground now. It's like there's like a tiny AoE that appears. Or I guess that's where the damage is being applied to in an AoE. Okay. There's far too many mobs and I was at my aggro limit. I need to feed my pets, question mark? Yeah, I probably should feed them. So I don't have to deal with it later. Now it's just back into grind mode. I'm gonna pop another simple cron just so I don't have to deal with that weirdness too. It's a bit inefficient, but I also don't really care. So. However, this time around, we are gonna have nighttime, so there's gonna be a little bit of an increase of drop rate. We're at 280.5%, and then we have a little bit extra though because of the Sangoon, or I always call it the Sangoon buff because Sangoon is a green moon. I think that was a Kuno, by the way, that went by us. The only reason I know that is because of the way they run with their short sword. Oh, a little bit of lag, it's fine though. I killed those guys. It's okay though, they didn't kill everything. Now if they decide to come back, then it'll be a different story. Try to keep the Vodkan away from... Vodkan is ranged, surprisingly, but everything else seems to be pretty close range. Hello, Elton. Any day now. Thank you. Actually, you're a Balton, never mind. Freaking Balton's always making me late. Vodkan stayed alive there, which is good. Yeah, when nighttime hits, we'll be at 290% drop rate, which would be nice. I think the max I can go is 320%, if you don't include the moon buff. Which makes me wonder if I hop to the Boss Hunter Discord timers. Night begins at 16 minutes, so I will have a full 40 minutes of night, so that is good to know too. Nighttime is 40 minutes in game, and my buffs are 56 minutes, which coincides 40 minutes plus 16, 56. About the time that this second hour ends is when night will also end. So that'll be a good visual clue as to when this hour is done. My brain lagging behind sometimes. That was overkill. Instead of wasting my stamina, let me just go back here and just nuke this little group here. It's weird because it seems to be like the bully group is the little demos. Little ball guys. The Mike Wazowskis, let's call them that. Elton, really? Thanks for being late to the party. So I don't think I'm doing a guild mission today. Usually I try to get one going before an hour because I found out if it's a medium for History of Ruins, it's like 1250 kills. I cannot do that in an hour doing river rotation if I only focus, you know, on like the big mob that I'm trying to go for, the Elton, Tukar, Balton. Maybe one of the other ones or like a couple of the other ones nearby. It might be doable, but it's actually like an hour and 15-20 minutes, I think. It also depends though on how many of the events that I get to. If I get like one or two of those watchtower events, it does help out a little bit, but it's not. There's only like 20 mobs in that, so it's not that much better, if I'm honest. That's not okay, game. When I said I'm looking for a compass part, that's not compass parts, not a part for explorer's compass. Very different. I feel like there are moments where a GM is trolling me. Has to be.
Like, oh, somebody else is grinding Hystria. It's time to make their life miserable.
I think if I type in general chat, like, GM Polly, I challenge you to a duel, I think he's going to show up and nuke me. And then if he does, then I'll just claim that he's using non-player obtainable gear. I wanted to move a lot of these around, actually. Okay, first off, let's just do this to get them off me. That's not going to work. Okay, let me just do this instead. Because I do not want those. I probably still will use them on characters. You know, when I get the actual full compass, I'll probably still use those temporary like 3-day ones on other characters and stuff. But to be honest with you, I'm getting to a point where I just kind of know where things are, even in the ocean. So the idea that I have to use a compass to know where I'm going is becoming more and more of a distant memory, and it more or less comes down to feel. I'll give it that. If I haven't been to the ocean in like maybe like a month actually, or like 2 weeks, it can be a relearning experience, but once you know where you're going and like how far away things typically are based on wind speed or the other variables of like water currents and stuff, you can kind of get from point A to point B without a compass. There's a lot of guides too on how to navigate the ocean without a compass. The main reason I want the compass though is for flexing reasons, and I would love to use it on my Kunoichi, my main life skiller now, because I want to go and do, what is it called? Places like Crocodile or other sea content without the need to be like, oh, I need to pop a compass and then like do 1 day of sea content, not do sea content for like a week, and then be like, why is my compass broken? It's a 3-day compass. Me. Way to go. Me. Plus the convenience of teleporting people in your party is also very, very nice too, so. This is actually more rare to me than anything else, is that I got that artifact. It's my first artifact in maybe 50 hours. Maybe I got one back when I hit like hour 20. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of everything. I'm just mainly just keeping track of the hours, honestly. So it's just, I don't recall seeing that many of those artifacts, so I'm kind of surprised that I've only gotten one. I do seem to get a lot of more accessories, necklaces, and nowadays earrings because of the update. It is kind of getting to a point though where every time my character stops moving, my heart kind of like jumps. It was like that at Blood Wolf when I first was going for first ever not compass piece. It's just in my brain. The first ever treasure piece, the infinite health potion. Every time that my character stopped, and it was typically a Cactum submission ring, every time my character stopped, I was like, is this the... Oh. So... It's nice to know some things don't really actually change. It's just this is now officially the longest I've grinded for one item. The Cactum grind was, I think, 68 hours? 67? Somewhere around there, I don't remember. I think it was 68. I did 30, and then they implemented the pity system while I was doing the 30 hours. And then 28 hours, I think, into... Was this... Maybe it was 30... Maybe it was 58, I don't remember now. Either way, History of Ruins is over 70. This is now the 73rd hour that we're doing here. Yeah, 73rd. I had to double check. I was at 71 before I started streaming. Oh. The feeling of accomplishment when I get this, though, is going to be the biggest feeling so far. And then I have map next, and then I don't really care for Merchant Ring, if I'm honest. I can't seem to find an active group that is not sweaty for Olins, so for me it's just like whatever. I don't really care that much. Olins being the only like team spot, if I remember correctly. There's Ash, I think Crypt, Pirates, and I don't remember the other place. There's 5 spots though. I remember that. And I said I was gonna do it through trading, and then they reworked trading, and then you couldn't get it through trading anymore. So it was exciting. If they bring it back through trading, though, I will actually, like, unironically do it. Because my Kuno is, I think, Trading Master 12? 13? Somewhere around there. It'd be annoying though if I have to go through Gaha's bandits for one of the pieces though. I'm trying to remember one of the old patterns. It's been over a year. So this upcoming February, I don't know what day, but it's been almost a year since I swapped over to Meiwa. And that was about the time that I was going to unironically go for Compass through trading. And that was about the time they changed it, so. But yeah, it's been an interesting year on Meiwa for sure. I've learned a lot about Meiwa, I've learned a lot about PvP on Dark Knight as well. I played Dark Knight a lot more because Uno was pretty good, but the APM required, I don't like animation canceling in the slightest, so I didn't really get into Kuno that well. Meiwa is a lot more chill, and Dark Knight has, I don't know if you'd call them animation cancels what I do, but I play Awakened Dark Knight and I try not to do too many button presses ever since Kuno. There's some fun little things I do that could be technically considered animation cancels, or that's vodka and don't hit that. He is not respawned. There he is. Alright, good there. Swoopty. I don't know, I don't like rolling off of classes too much, because I put all this time and effort into one class and like learning it, having fun with it, and then I just feel weird about being like, yep, no, it's like that moment in Toy Story. Oh, you're broken. I don't love you anymore. You know, that moment? Like, oh, my toy's done. Can't play with it anymore. Throw it away. I actually care a lot about nostalgia and all that other fun stuff. So for me, it's like, there's a lot of memories. I get very attached, I guess. That's why it pains me still to say my Kuno is not my main character. But she is a main life skiller, but she's not my main character anymore. It feels bad, man. No. Been about 20 minutes now. I haven't even seen what my Agris was this whole time. 29, it's not bad. Probably the most Agris I've actually used in a while, honest. Last week I barely even touched Black Desert. I was playing other games. I was playing Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if anybody would be interested in watching me play that, but it kind of hit the same level of World of Warcraft for me, of you have 5 skills and a quick bar swap, and you just spam 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then you like swap back and forth between the 2 different quick bars. It just, I don't know. I hate games where it's like, you just hit 1, 2, 3, and then, you know, after you play Dance Dance Revolution on your 1 through 5 button, you hit another button. In this case, it would be like Q, and then you do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I like Black Desert's combat system better for sure, you know, because this is like a real Dance Dance Revolution. I'm actually hitting button combinations and stuff, and to me, it just feels way better combat-wise. Back attacks, down attacks, floats, knocks, stuns, stiffens, you know. super armors, frontal guards. It's a very dynamic combat system, which I really enjoy, but it also is kind of stupid, the PvP system. It's just like, oh, I killed somebody with one skill, balanced class. Or more than likely what a lot of people experience, including myself, oh, I died to one skill, such a balanced class. So it's not really fun when that happens. We'll be talking in guild chat, which I have hidden for reasons. Not everybody wants to be on stream. And I've been in guilds before where it's like a huge thing. It's like, if you want to stream, that's fine. Just make sure that you respect other people's privacy and not include every single conversation. So I've been like this since the beginning of me streaming Black Desert, though, because there's some pretty messed up stuff that can be said in server chat. I think a lot of people who stream Black Desert are just like, yeah, I'm gonna hide my chat just because. Go. Don't move, Vodcan. Nice. That was a miss. That was already dead. That was overkill. Just spawn, there you go. Okay, respawn faster. That was gonna kill him, honestly. Then I looked stupid for, you know, moving away thinking he was dead when he was like on a sliver. It's a lot of Kaffir stones I have on me. 322. I don't know how many people feel about the life crystal, vital crystal changes. Basically, they condensed them all into one. So if you had like a sailing one, for instance, a sailing life crystal gives you sailing XP. It now is a life, what is it? Life crystal? Just a generic one. So it's a plus 5% to all life skills. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of it. I feel like they should have done that from the beginning, but you know, it's just another prime example of Orlibis not caring about life scaling until they get called out on it. I thought my character was cheering. She just got stunned. That's that. Oof. That's on cooldown. It's fine. Doing this thing that I always hate, which is I keep glancing at my time on the buff. I'm like, it's been 7 minutes and I've looked at it like 7 times now because I just looked at it. I need to stop looking at it. It's that thing of you're watching time tick down and it's just gonna go slow. But I keep just looking at it. There we go. Banding. I was hoping he'd respawn. Taco. Ow. Taco. Taco. I always feel a little bad about killing those like little flamingo guys. Actually, I like flamingos IRL, by the way. Okay, there's a vodka here. I have to kill it because it's standing right next to the watchtower. And there's going to be more on the inside of this. So that, debuff, and ESR. Got stunned. Keep trying to hit shift R and B. It's on cooldown. Okay, that was everybody. gosh, now I got speed boost for the next like 10 seconds. Sorry if this is a bit harder to watch. Okay, General's Might gives me a faster speed boost with Chase. Also, instead of being a charge bar on Shift R and B, it's actually a... Oh, really? A second one? Okay. See you, game. That wasn't a complaint, by the way. That was just like a... I think that sounded very much like I was complaining, like, really? But yeah, the Shift R and B is no longer a charge underneath General's Might. It's actually just like a tap. You can just tap it and it gives me a full bar of damage. That wasn't bad though. 2 watchtowers on the north side of the river. Not bad. Lightstone. Actually, I wonder... I was going to check to see how many strikes are sitting on the market. Probably none, if I had to guess, because that's just... Strike market is just in shambles at the moment. I'm killing these for extra loot, by the way. Alright, Tungi, nice. Tungi Neki. Alright, let's put this down here. And keep going. Uh-oh. Inventory weight's getting kind of full. So 7,000. It's about 7,400. I get the warning instead of like 7,600. Minutes. I kid you not, in the last 10 minutes, I think I've looked at that thing almost 11 or 12 times. Did it again. One of these days I might... I don't know how many people would be interested in it, but... I know there's this... I think it was called the Tobii eye tracker. A lot of people would be interested in it. I wouldn't mind messing around with it on one stream. So you guys can see roughly like where I'm looking at all times, you know? I don't know if I'd actually be able to run it on my current setup though. Trying to avoid being down there. Because then what I could do is I could do a Tobii eye tracker, put on my controls, like what I'm doing, like pressing. 330, almost 100 sealed. 41 masses, 19 maps. I legitimately was looking at my inventory that whole fight. Just kind of assumed that it was over when it was over. Turns out I do actually play this game more than the average person, I feel. He's already dead, overkill. Overkill again, nice. Oh no, don't do that. I don't know if Black Desert allows this sort of software that I'm thinking of. I've been watching a lot of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizers by ZFG. He uses a GameCube controller, and he has like a little thing that shows his inputs on like the sticks, like to the minute detail. I don't know if Black Desert would allow some like external program to be able to read my movements, like when I move my mouse and that sort of stuff. Or if that would like violate TOS for whatever reason. It would be something that I would definitely consider if I could be like, oh yeah, this is how much I move my mouse to left or right, but I guess you can see that, so. But there are some times where it might not be as obvious that I'm doing that. I know there's programs to do it, I just don't know if they interfere with like Black Desert and could potentially get me banned or soft banned or something, you know? I guess I could reach out to technical support and be like, hey, you know, interested in using software that reads all my mouse and key inputs, so that way I can show on a video or stream any software that would allow me to do so without getting my account, you know, flagged in the system for using third-party software, even though it's just reading my inputs. Sure, if I did reach out to him, I might get a response. Might not be a response that I'm looking for. That might be like, well, we don't advise doing that. Versus like, yeah, use this program or use this software. I think they recently did just change their antivirus software to XIGN, I believe. Which I've seen a lot of doomsday Redditors about it, whether or not their points are justified, validated, whatever. Stop. I keep looking at that time down there. 22 minutes. That's how you know I don't want to grind here anymore. Just constantly looking at the time, just like, is this how we're doing it? Hystria Rage. Hit 1, we're gonna hit E, and then we're gonna hit that. That's overkill. No piece. Excuse me, part. It's an S at the end of it. I just want the compass parts. Unidentified compass parts from Tukar, Walton, or Elton. Please and thank you. I at least said thank you. A lot of people don't say thank you. Just gonna point that out there. A lot of people are like, oh, I finally got it. Or, what is this? Cool. Those are the ones that don't know. Like I did for the first map piece I ever got. I think that was the first treasure piece I ever got, actually. I want to say it was before... Oh, Daly's just ticked over. There. Long journey box and 5 Yona fragments. Hog. kill the vodkan. Okay, yep, my left hand's definitely fatigued now. I've been watching the warning signs a little bit here and there. So for those of you who, I don't think that many people know about this because I haven't really made a big proclamation about it yet, but I got an electronic drum kit for Christmas, and I've been playing on it here and there, but I decided to, after Christmas, because we had to put it in storage temporarily so we can have a Christmas tree. The kit was right-handed at first because, you know, just kind of messing around with it and stuff. But ever since I set it up to be a left-hand kit because my left ankle is very weak at the time. It still isn't as strong as my right ankle, but I also wanted to practice my left hand leading. For those of you who know how to play drums, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. But instead of my right hand doing like all the eighth notes, hello? I'll focus here for a second, sorry. Holy cow. The first one wasn't even done yet, and the second one spawned. That was nuts. Anyways, no compass piece to report, so. The drum set, back to that. So, I set it up to be a left-handed kit, and since then, it wasn't just with drumming, but my left ankle, it would have issues if I went walking for more than like, I don't know, half a mile. It would just really hurt. And ever since doing the drum kit, I've been able to actually strengthen the left ankle. So as an unintended side product, my left ankle is actually feeling a lot stronger, and I can walk for a lot longer before it starts to hurt. In fact, my right ankle starts to hurt, which is ironic because it used to not hurt at all. So that's a good thing. The other good thing is I'm starting to get to a point where my left foot and left hand are not as synced all the time, because if you're doing a right-handed kit, I was taught, and you don't have to do it, but it adds a bit of an extra layer of sound, and it sounds nice, is if you're leading with eighth notes on your right hand on the ride cymbal, whenever you hit the snare, you also want to clap the hi-hat cymbals together to make a little noise. So you'd get a snare and a hi-hat close, and it's a very unique sound, and it sounds really good. I've grown to really appreciate and use that sound a lot. I cannot do the opposites. I cannot have my right foot sync with my right hand on beat 2, and then use eighth notes on my left hand on the ride cymbal while doing a even moderately simple just 1 and 3, or one and then the and of 3 with 3, so boom, 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 something like that. I just can't do that while I have my right foot on the hi-hat just to close it, open and close. That's it. All I have to do is just open it up, close it, lift up my foot slightly either off the pedal or just use my ankle to lift up. That's it. That's all I gotta do, and my brain just can't do it. But slowly and surely, it's been, I'd say, about 2 weeks of solid practice, and I'm already getting to a point where my left foot doesn't have to think what my left hand is doing. It just kind of hits whatever, whenever. And it doesn't sound terrible, but it's very generic. Which is, you know, still okay too, you know. Whenever you pick up a new instrument, even if it's an instrument you've played before, but you play it in a reversed orientation, it still takes a bit for your body to readjust. And the whole reason I'm doing this reverse stuff anyways is to get my ankle built up so that I can do double pedal, but also will introduce weird and interesting ways for me to do fills starting with my left hand instead of my right hand all the time. And plus give me a lot more confidence and freedom in knowing that I can take my left hand anywhere else on the kit and still return back to 0, which would be the snare drum itself. So it's been a very interesting journey, to say the least. And I was going to post stuff about it on the gaming channel here, the Dusty Rhodes gaming side. But I was like, I don't know if I want to post it on gaming because, I mean, it's a gaming channel. That's kind of what I do. I do talk about real life from time to time, like now. It's kind of, I can't say it's like a podcast per se, but when I don't really have much that I'm doing, it's just rinse and repeat. Like, I could talk about the enemies I'm killing or the rotation I'm doing more in depth, but after like 2 rotations, I think I've talked about everything. So, a game like this, I definitely break the fourth wall and talk a bit more about real life and things that are going on, stuff that projects I might be working on or training that I might be doing, you know, that sort of stuff. But I'm thinking of creating a maybe Dusty Rhodes music where it's just me doing music stuff. I recorded unboxing the drum kit when I first got it back in December, and I need to edit that video. And then I have a little bit of footage and a lot more audio of things that I played to, tracks and music that I don't know if they're DMCA free, but I definitely want to get into music production, though. It's been something I've been looking at doing for well over 10 years now. I've recently been embarking on learning music theory, at least like how to construct a major or minor chord, where on the piano certain notes are, like what a C to E transition would be, like how many semitones off is a, you know, C to like a G, how many semitones or whole tones off is a very basic music theory stuff. Without spending, you know, thousands of dollars going to a college and like learning it all through college courses. I'm more or less trying to be self-taught, like I have on pretty much everything in my life. Streaming, playing drums originally I had to learn by myself. Playing guitar for a little bit I learned by myself until I realized it's just far too much for me. But now I'm, you know, now that I'm older and can understand a little bit better on music theory, I'm like, okay, so a guitar is just like 6 strings. Each string has a certain note and each fret changes the note to a variable length. So I could use one guitar string as like a piano, probably like 2 octaves on a piano, 2.5 or something like that. I think there's like, on a typical guitar, I think there's like 17 or 20 frets, something like that. And each fret takes the note up, I think, a half a step. Could be wrong though. But now that I understand it in a different light, being older and having learned a lot more of this stuff through trial and error, I'm starting to kind of get it down a little bit. You know, some people have parents or family members that are just born in the music sphere and they just understand it at a young age because they've been around it all their lives. I am definitely not one of those people. But if people are interested, I might make that YouTube channel sooner rather than later. Just start publishing music-related content, or just like sound engineering content, because I love just making random sounds. I'll get up my microphone and just like make a weird like oh, and then just like reverb it like crazy, add other effects to it, get like a flanger or something on there. Just mess around, you know. It's always fun to do that. Audacity has a lot of tools that allow you to do that too. That makes it kind of fun, but there's other software too. Free digital audio workspaces that you can get, and paid ones where you can just mess around even further. We got about 3 more full rotations. I'm waiting for this mob to respawn. My arm's actually a little stiff and sore, so I'm just stretching while I wait. Hey, he respawned. I'm still stretching though. Hang on. Ugh. Okay, Taco, calm down. There we go. Yeah, between grinding compass and playing drums like 30 minutes to an hour a day, there's another trespasser. Wow. I mean, that trespasser's me, I guess, but... Okay. Ready? 1, E, here's BSR. Please don't stun me repeatedly, it's just rude. Is that everybody? No, it's not. That's everybody. Okay. About 3 rotations left, and then the second hour is done. And the stream will be done shortly after that, too, if I'm honest. I guess I could go capture more horses, but... I might do that, actually. And unwind from all the quote-unquote high-octane gameplay that is grinding. Calipush always gets in the way. I was trying to sidestep, but I didn't sidestep too far. On left hand, you got this. I understand you're playing like Dance Dance Revolution with 4 fingers. I get it. It's not easy. But you got this. Like 2.5 more rotations. Maybe 3 from here, I don't know. It's not entirely 3 minutes to do a rotation. Because I think it takes more than 3 minutes for a mob to respawn sometimes. I want to say it's like 2 minutes 45 seconds to like 3 minutes 15 seconds for a mob to respawn. I don't know for sure. I've never timed it, and solely going based off of how fast it takes me, in theory, to do a rotation. The theory being, if I can do a rotation under 3 minutes, it was a good rotation. And that's not the case all the time either. Gotta wait for this guy to respawn. Calipush, Vodcan, just don't. Just don't. Just don't. One of those moments where I thought I had done enough damage. Here. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. It's funny because years ago, my desk setup was my water would be right next to my keyboard on my left hand. So my left hand would actually like reach over and drink the water for me. You know, because my left hand has a mouth. It sounded weird, I know, but I would pick up the cup with my left hand and I would drink from the cup with my left hand. And nowadays, my cup is like off to the right, so it's actually my mouse hand that's doing that. So it's funny, like years ago, all movement would stop when I drank water, and now it's just like the camera doesn't move. It's like this. It's like I have to pretend and play the game without a mouse, which is just weird, but for anybody who plays Meiwa, you know if you don't have a mouse, you can't do this dashing thing because it's right mouse button. So tends to be a lot slower if you don't use mouse. There we go. I might take a break from drumming today, actually, because my left wrist is feeling it today. I was doing a little bit of stuff before the stream today too. We have some plumbers coming in tomorrow. They're gonna redo some of the pipes of our house. Our house was built back in the 50s, 58 if I remember correctly. So there's a lot of galvanized iron pipes. So they're gonna come in and basically redo a lot of that. And I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow as a result. I just kind of on a whim decided I wanted to stream today. But we're trying to get stuff ready so when they get in, because they have to demo a portion of a wall to get to some of the pipes. So we're trying to get most of the stuff out of the way, tables and cabinet doors and that sort of stuff. So my left wrist actually hurts from doing that today. I was being very aggressive with it, but it's okay. Who knows? In a couple hours, my left wrist might be feeling okay enough. I might just go play drums anyways. As long as I don't hold the stick in properly like I did the very first time I ever played drums, we'll be fine. I ended up in a splint for like 3 weeks because I was like holding the stick like I was choking something. Or like trying to play tug of war is a better example, because I feel like everybody's played tug of war versus choking something. And for the record, no, I have not choked anything. Unless you're talking choked on my own saliva, then yes, I've done that a lot in my life. Some of which actually have been on streams. Well, a lot actually have been on streams. I'll just get tongue-tied and then before long I'm just like, you know, try not to die. It's a very graphic image, I'm sorry. Sometimes I speak my other native language, Japanese. I just don't stop talking, and then I say weird things. But that's okay. It's one of my quirks. 2 minutes. I definitely haven't been staring at the clock this whole time. Like I'm back at working at one of the phone offices I used to work for. Like when I looked at the clock, it was guaranteed I was going to look at the clock for like every couple of minutes for the next couple hours. As long as I ignored it, time went by quick. The moment I looked at it, time dragged on. Glad to know it translates over to other things. It's not just that building. Time had a weird thing. Time just flowed differently in that building. Have you guys ever been in a place IRL? Not in a game, but just like IRL. You like walk inside there, and then before you know it, it's been like 2 hours. I'm not saying like in a trance or a haze or anything like that, just like, I don't know. Just time feels different in some places. I know they say, you know, if you're having fun, time flies, but like, it doesn't matter if you're bored or if you're having fun. If you go to the same place, and time just always tends to either fly or drag on. I don't know how many people even know remotely what I'm talking about, but there's been a few places in real life that I've gone to that it doesn't matter how many times I've been there, time just tends to be different. I have a pretty good understanding of, like, well, as far as Black Desert, I mean, it's repetitive, right? But you know, you have certain buffs and certain things that are like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 12-second cooldowns, you know, that sort of stuff. As far as that goes, I'm very acutely aware of time in that respect, but like hours and stuff is I can't say that I don't have like a good sense of time when it comes to hours, but that was not the right time to use that ability. Went through the wall. I'm trying to think. Today is Thursday. We do guild bosses on Saturday, excuse me. I need to make sure my Meiwa DK tag is ready for guild bosses. So I could grind tomorrow. Yep, there's my notification for my boss being out. I could grind here tomorrow, so I don't want to move my Meiwa DK yet, but I do need to move them. Trying to do the last little bit over here. I'll deactivate loot scroll. Actually, I'll keep loot scroll running and then just quickly do this. Bump, 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 bump. 176,166 trash loot since I started storing it. I don't know when that was actually, if I'm honest with you. Let me head back to my Kunoichi. Might do some more horse capturing, honestly. Let's see. Unfortunately, no compass piece, so I'm just going to put an in there for no. That was now the 73rd hour. One being at the Dekia lantern location. First off, I also want to do that, and then let's see. How do I want to spell that? I think is it? Yeah. More horsing around. There we go. I know it might be cringe, it's fine. Alright. We're gonna do a little bit more horse capturing. Because I just need a lot more horses. This has probability of give like a Garmoss heart and stuff, so let's get that Kama 3-day, baby. Let's go. Wait like 5 seconds, I guess. No cheer. I'm kind of sad now. I called it, but I'm sad now. It's fine. It's fine. I also need to do this Dark Rift thing. They have an event going on with it. And I hate it. I don't know what dev played a lot of Among Us, but why? Just why? Like, what's hip and jiving with the kids these days? And one of them's like, sus! And everybody in the boardroom just about murdered that person. They're like, yeah, that's a good one. I remember that from like 4 years ago. I don't even know when Among Us was, I'll be honest. Train went right by me and I didn't care. Yeah, let me double check. Horsey. There's Horsey. Come on, Horsey. Don't you shake no at me. He was like, nay, sus is cool. I just hate the word. It's thrown around so liberally with the whole Among Us scene. So stupid.
You're acting sus, my dude.
me. You might notice as well when it hits 0, I stop hitting spacebar. It's because there's a weird desync that happens every once in a while if I like spam as hard as I can. When it gets down to 0, the like minigame goes away, but it re-pops back up, and it gets down to like 7 seconds, and then it just automatically fails. So I spam it until it hits 0. Like I count, you know, kind of like I do with drumming. With drumming, you count up to 4, obviously. It's as high as you go, unless you're doing like 6, 8, or something like that. But typically, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you're doing 8th notes, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what I do is I wait till I get down to 4 seconds, and then I just go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and when I get 0, I do 0 and that's when I stop. Just mentally 0 and stop. I don't know why I got off my horse. Also, I want to know why this character's name is Ambrosia. It's not. For people are like, what is? It's because it's a guy and it sounds feminine. That's not entirely why, but I might be thinking of like aphrodisiac or something. That's probably not even how you say that word. So. Ambrosia. I don't know why. I hear aphrodisiac. Ah. Maybe it was a thing in. That's not a thing in RimWorld. I don't remember what it is then. What even is Ambrosia? I don't know. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. So 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 0 and stop. We're good. My next input is always W, but if you hit W too quickly, then it might also pop up with the minigame. So there's like a fine line of no inputs required until the keyboard thing shows up, and even then there's still a chance if you hit it like almost immediately, it can cause the minigame to pop up again, and then it fails, and then, you know, you have to do the whole taming thing I just did there again, which is just such a delightful minigame. Alright, Jack, let's run back over to Ambrosia. Let's take this horse that we just captured all the way over there as well. Let's hang out over here. Oh yeah, there's a teleport. Nice. Jenny, you were only level 3. Sorry. Bye. I said I'm going for minimum like level 7, level 8. If it's a tier 7, I might keep it if it's, you know, level 1 through 5. It just really depends on how I feel. That horse over there. Okay. Okay. I like let go of W and then hit W again. The prompt went away. That freaked me out. I thought I failed it completely. So wait. Even if the bar is full at 0 and you stop at 0, as long as it says 0 when you let go space, it should not fail the minigame, but I usually go like 1 or 2 more hits. Like I said, that 0 and then I stop. Those things that might help you if you're doing taming, training yourself, you know. Yeah, it was a pretty good stream today, though, honestly. Not sure how long we've been going, like 2.5? No, 2 hours 45, almost. Oh, it teleported, nice. Our male Jack. Nope, you are being sold. again. Every one of these, by the way, that I get, it is increasing my training as well. So we're at 92.14. I almost went right by it. There's one more down over here. It's right there. Looks like a golden one, actually. I don't even think you can get golden in the wild, to be honest, but don't move, please. Up. Play nice now. That's not playing nice. Also, wait until probably well, okay, I don't know how long you can go on the when they like buck up like that. I don't know how long you can let them do that for, but usually I start hitting spacebar when they start to go back down. Sometimes I'll wait like a little bit of a time before they actually, okay, I kept hitting space, that was bad. It still worked in my favor though, but you know, I've learned certain things with this game that I have to be careful about, specifically with training like this. Let's start getting some of these things. That's right, I was about to go all the way back to the stable and then I realized, oh, I can just take Jack. Alright, Jack, let's go, buddy. There we go. Teleport is actually pretty nice when it happens. Doesn't happen all that often though. I'll put a space at the end of it, it's fine. Level 7, I'll keep it for now. But we'll see. So it's 3. None right there, which is good. It's usually that one right there. Looking around, is there possibly another one? Not seeing it if there is. Down over there. Is this the last one? Could be. And move you away from the A. Hello? Oh, there is another one. What the heck? Hello? Yeah, now you're scared of me. Get away from these rocks. Don't run toward me again. Is this horse broken? Can I get a refund? This is exactly why you don't want to be around these rocks. I think elevation change has a lot to do with it. Is this horse just... Hello? I don't want to attack it because I don't know if I can accidentally kill it, but you know, part of me that does want to just like shaw it over that way. I cannot see this horse. Horse, why are you just, you know, I'll go for the other guy. That is an elk, but the horse is behind it. Great, cool, nice. I was like, I didn't know you can tame horses or elk there for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I'm so glad you guys can't see guild chat. It's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. After this horse, I might, well, after these next 2 horses, I definitely am going to need to server swap, but I'm also going to run over to Heidel real quick and pick up the training dailies. Now you're away from the rocks, I see. Okay. Alright, Jack, buddy, let's go. Keep up, blue horse. Or just, you know, potentially teleport, please. Thank you. Training is 92.83. If I do this, it's not going to be the most because I don't have a lot of buffs running. A level 1, in some ways this is good, but I am going to sell it. We are now 93.55. Alright, so let's get this last one real quick, and then run over to Heidel, grab the dailies. I do want to ideally be on this character when I grab dailies, because it takes in account what mastery you are. So in this case, because I'm a master trainer, it'll give me a master trainer quest. It should be the same, you know, just go tame a horse, but it'll give like a little bit more XP and stuff like that, so. Okay, you can stop with the whole, like, I'm disappointed in myself because I failed that cast. Hello? If this horse is broken, I'm gonna kill it. I'm just warning you guys right now. Why do you run toward me? What is wrong with you? I'll give you 2 seconds to rethink your life decisions. Keep moving. It's not gonna let me, is it? The GM is controlling this horse. Alright, this horse is gonna die. This horse is incorporeal. This horse doesn't exist. Don't mind what I'm doing here. This horse literally... Hello? I'm gonna give it one more shot, and if this doesn't work, then I'm just leaving. Alright, I'm leaving. Horse doesn't exist. Actually, hang on a second. This might be too far, I don't know. I missed, hang on. I don't use Doom horses all that often. This horse is a god, apparently. I don't know what to do. That horse ain't dying. If that wasn't evidence of me not using a Doom horse toxically at all, I don't know what does. I use a Doom horse just because I get the third sprint and it goes a little bit faster. Plus I like fire, so there's that. Okay, let's go over, and Leanna should be over here. That's how you know I play this game too much. So I need that. I don't really need that, actually. There's also a weekly for horse training. That also reset today. Krogdalo Origin Support gives me 2. I think these are the same. Yeah, they are. I just have a lot more Krogdalo stones, so I'll do that. And then I think that's it. There is one that I don't want, which is this one. The XP, actually, I'll do that for the XP. So if I type in Krogdalo, here, I want you to take that. Thank you for the feathers. Tame a horse. Okay, I'm gonna head over to I think his name is Wapra over at Stonetail Horse Ranch. It is a little bit out of the way, not gonna lie. But there's some quests you can pick up from him. I don't know, did I already do them though? Thought I did. I did not. So I need to navigate. These are event quests that are going on, so that's why I'm going out of my way to do these. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Get over there, and then let's get over there, and then I can do that. Is there anything from Gulo that I can do? No. What's you? So here there is a weekly. We'll do that for that because I need those quite badly. Need that. And then the other one was for this. I'm not sure what those are. Breed a horse. I don't really want to do breeding, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I am going to do raw lumps of sugar. Thank you. I need to pick up some more. In fact, I don't really need to make any more. It's fine. So there is a spot nearby that I can go to. It's kind of a weird spot to go to, but try to see if I can show you guys where you can go for this. Does it show up on the map? It does not. It's like around there though. There's like 2 horses. 2, 3 somewhere. I think there's about 3 over here. But again, now knowing what I know, I'm not gonna... I can actually take my horse back to Wapra and then just have the horse follow me back or teleport. Saving me a lot of time. So around here... Yeah, they're there. So let's just go ahead and catch this one here. Instantly, huh? To almost instantly. It's very quick though. Third one? No. Kinda surprised. Alright, that's the third one. Let me hop on. So now we just head back to Warbra. Try to just go as fast as I can back to him. Also, I probably should put the horse away first, like register it to a stable. Because it might be a level 10, who knows. So if I head over to stable keeper, let me just wait a second or two. For the horse to get here. Definitely giving you guys a chance to listen to the music, don't worry. Oh. Okay. Horse is like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to be here. Jenny is a level 1. Sorry, Jenny. Okay, here's the what's it called? Pegasus, male Pegasus that I got, and then I got another Corsair that I could tap, honestly, and I was trying to. As you can see, I failed once. Let's go ahead and repair things. Thank you. And then I need to go to Warpa, or Wapra, excuse me. Wapra. Get those. That is it on that. Not concerned, like I said, I don't do breeding, so I don't really care. I don't know if I care to do this either. And then we got this nonsense, so. Alright, let me go talk to Leanna real quick. How much Layla petals do I have? Probably about 200, actually. Probably should do something about that. 16. Yeah, actually, yeah. You can turn these into feathers. So, Brilliance, I believe you can do that with. So I will actually do that real quick. I got enough for like 100 more. This is going to be nuts. Serendia. I put 5 of those. Where'd they go? Yeah, there. 5 of those back. And then my inventory is about to be very cluttered very soon. So I want to do that, please. Thank you. I think I talked to you, right? Who do I talk to for the feather? Heroin. Ah, this person. Not heroin, the drug. Before, I know it sounded like I said that. It's pronounced a little differently. Just throwing that out there. Okay, so I'm just watching the number here until I get to like 186. So 186. I'm going to talk to her first. I got one more. Nice. And everybody else is just going to be turned into honey wine. Alright, 67 more. Again, we'll go till like 150, or excuse me, 186 or so. So 5, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Nope, none there that time. Nice. Out of 100 so far, we've gotten 1 from that, which is a big yikes. 35 more, that'll put me at 189, so I'll just open up the rest of these. Faints, glimmering. I think it has to be a radiant. Glimmering, faint, glimmering, faint, glimmering, faints. That was it. 1 out of 100, not great odds, but you know. It's been a bit since I actually did the Layla's petal stuff, so it's all good. It all works out in the ends. How many did I get, though? 141. It's not bad. It's free stuff over the course of, you know, months. Just doing life skilling or login rewards, whatever else. Alright, so let's head over to Leanna. Turn in all these daily and weeklies. I'm about to hit Master 2, kind of. I'd have to get like almost 6%, 5.66 I think. From like, what, 3, 4 quests? I think it's only 3. Yeah. slow. Let's see. Let's see. How much you about to... Uh-oh. Did I break it? We lose internet? Sort of. We lost internet for like a split second. Don't do that. We should be fine though. Should be. So that first one was XP. This one's XP as well. That's just. Here's this one actually. That's Doom, Dying, Arduino. Yeah, the Arduino one. That was like not even 1%. That was crazy. We got some more ferns out of it though. Got a little bit more feathers. I'm gonna head up and I don't know if it's possible to do on my Kunoichi, but I do want to do that box thing. I don't have anything crazy to show for it though. Like I don't have like impressive gear. It's mainly life skill gear on this character, but could grab a few items from some people, but if I can't beat it on my Kuno, that should be okay. I can always just swing another. I have a couple seasoned characters nearby, so I can do that real quick. Just do this last quest, and then I'll probably end the stream after this. So, you've been warned, I guess? I don't know.
A great adventurer.
I was
But
once.
I
Oh, sorry, that's disrespectful. I know. Let's see. 157, 304 is not anything crazy. I could just do that, but should I use matchlock? It supposedly does more damage. It's not better than the sum of the main and sub hand, though. Okay, so that quest was... I just defeat this event quest chest thing. Well, he'll die pretty quickly, actually. So if you're ever curious if your character has the AP, I'm 157 AP for this, so. Box of the Silent Dead. Ooh. And of course, the guaranteed things of it is 33 Memfrags, 33 Ancient Spirit Dust, 33 Hards and Sharps, and then the other stuff is just kind of extra, I guess. Not 2 Power Stones, nice. Those are actually dirt cheap now. They're 66 million. That's kind of sad, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's head back to Igor Bartale. Mr. Igor.
I was once considered a
Thank
great
you for a 3333 day chest, cake thing, whatever. This is where my residence is. I will place mode. Got a corner of cake, as I call it. Over here. Can I just... Oh, I can. Sure. Let me just... Please. I saw it there for a second. Where'd it go? Is it just a blip that's freaking me out? It's probably just a blip, actually. Yeah, sure. We'll put that there. Why not? According to Black Desert, my account is 7 years old, but I've been playing it for either that or it's actually this is probably the 7th anniversary for Black Desert. Actually, now I think about it, that's okay. The corner of cakes, keep the tradition alive.
Yep.
Okay, let me get my life skill clothes back on again. That on, that on. We move those 2 things and then move the trader's clothes down over here somewhere. Sure. Looks good to me. Nope, that is the wrong one. Yeah, trainers clothes. Went to. Wait, what? Blinds. I'm looking for the. Oh, gloves right there. Okay, never mind. It's all good there. It should be the only thing that really needs to be changed. A lot of the other stuff I already had, so we're good. Head off to storage, put some stuff away, and then I'm going to be ending the stream here in a few seconds. So, I'm gonna take a few minutes here to, while doing this, let you guys know that if you guys are interested in future streams, I don't know. Like I said, this was very off the cuff, just kind of like, oh yeah, I want to stream, so I streamed. But I can't guarantee that they'll be as like consistent or anything. But you know, if you're interested in participating in the streams, watching while I'm live and stuff, you can always hit that bell icon and to be notified. You can, well, you have to subscribe first and the bell icon. It's been a while since I did this, sorry. That way you'll be notified when I go live, and then you can tune in live, you know, if you want to. You don't have to, though. Let's go to Serenity for that one. My brain apparently can't process doing two things at once today. It's crazy. So, in the grand scheme of things, I need 1,000 and 1,000 to make what I'm trying to make here, which is the mythical powder. I think you need 10 of these to then make the sensor. Mythical powder, 10 by 10. Yeah, okay. So technically I have enough for 8 more taps, almost 9. So I need more ferns. I need more of those flowers of oblivion. Feathers are kind of another bottleneck for me. I got the fire horns and powder of flame. Those are not going to be that hard. But feathers, I don't know why I just don't learn how to spell mythical. I'm at 62, so we're getting pretty close. This is going to be the bottleneck for sure for me. Once I get 100 of those and then get a lot of the other materials like situated, I will have enough for 11 taps, and I will probably stream that too, just because I'll probably notify people in Discord. So if you guys are interested, follow the Discord. You'll get notified of that. So I'll make sure to let people know, maybe like a week or so ahead of time. We'll see. But it will definitely be a it'll definitely be like a pre-planned sort of a thing. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and or rather check out the Discord and you'll be notified when I go to do that stuff. So it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time for sure. It's like every time I go to tap things and then regret my last decision afterward. Yeah, that is going to conclude the stream today. For right now, I'm just going to haul my butt back over to Olvia and do some more semi-AFK horse training. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. If you guys are new around here, like I said, subscribe, ring that bell. If you guys want to help me out greatly, actually, I've been trying to get my channel to grow, and it's been a very slow growth. But I do appreciate the growth that the channel has received. We're at 393 subscribers. In order for me to get like monetized and I can start earning money, which I don't know if I want to even do at this point, it'll be up to 500 people, 500 subscribers, and I need like another 1,000 or so more public watch hours, which I just need to stream more, do more content. So if you guys are interested in helping me out, I would greatly appreciate a sub. And then you can also share the streams around or share my channel around on your favorite social media, Twitter, X, Facebook, Discord, wherever you're at, whatever, you know, groups that you're involved in. I would greatly appreciate that. I do. But as far as it is, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Greatly appreciate you. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.